Hey everybody, it's your friend Kevin. Welcome. Today is Sunday, the 14th of May, 2023. I'm here with you and then my friends, Freddie the Teddy, Rufus the dog is on the other bed, and then you've got right back there, Patrick the bear. This is your card of the day. Well, my friends, I have done it again. I had started pulling the cards, doing the prayers, and started this video, but I forgot to push record. These things happen. So I did. So I will use that take one without recording it as a little rehearsal. Anyway, card of the week. I drew 14. Is the moon card with Archangel Haniel, and we've got the 18, which adds up to a 9. Important psychic abilities that are coming to the forefront. So if you're psychic, which you are, if you've got that knowledge and that wisdom from spirit, which you do, release the fears that have been holding you back. Liberate yourself, let all that go, and ask for Archangel Haniel. She'll be with us all week to come forward and show you where those shadows are and to assist you in developing your psychic skills further so that you can go and help other people. That's the whole purpose. Now, this card, number 30, Step into the Spotlight, basically says you have a message that the world needs to hear, and it's time to share your wisdom. I should point out, this whole deck is the Sword of Light Oracle. Archangel Michael, Sword of Light Oracle by Radley Valentine. Illustrations by Echo Chernik. So, stepping into the spotlight, we see a card that's basically Archangel Michael. He's the spotlight. You're the star of the show. Both hands out wide. So if nothing else today, go about your business with that swagger, with your head held up and your heart open. If you're working on a website, launch the thing. If you're working on a book, give it a title. Write the next chapter. Or better still, write the ending and work backwards. Claim your place in space. Get in touch with your personal power. That can be stepping into the spotlight, realizing that you've turned a corner and something new is available for you, and claim it. The ego is always going to dance around and play the games and create these false stories and these false narratives. They won't like me. I don't know if I can do it. The imposter syndrome. All those things that have you worried about what it looks like. And sometimes when we see ourselves and we hear ourselves and we look at ourselves, whether that's in a photograph or a recording, we're like, don't like what we see. We don't like what we hear. We don't like the way our voice sounds. We don't like the way our hair is. Some of these things you can change, but most of all, you have to like who you are, and that's part of stepping into the spotlight. It is overcoming the fear that somehow you're not likable, you're not lovable. And bottom line, it goes all the way back to, I'm not good enough. I don't necessarily agree with that, but I couldn't speak to it unless I'd walked that walk, talked that talk myself and gone through it. So let today be the day you step into the spotlight. Well, how would you do that? How would you suggest someone do it? Put on some music that lights you up. I mean, this week, one of my anthems has been Flowers by Miley Cyrus. I can buy my own flowers. I can dance by myself. I can hold my own hand. I can write my own name in the sand. I mean, it was quite glorious, and the beat's pretty good too. The other one that I like from the same album that I was listening to a few times over the last couple of days called Island. And, you know, basically the story is she's on the beach and she could say, well, am I stranded on an island, or have I stepped into paradise? So this is all speaking about the fear. And sometimes when we step into the spotlight and we step out into our truth and we claim that personal power, it's a bit like, what have I just done? What have I done? But we've got Haniel, the moon card, saying, listen here, it's okay, I got you. This is what you're supposed to do. Let it overcome your fears, release it. Don't let anything or anyone hold you back. The world's waiting for leaders just like you and I. And it's time to write the book, write the speech, teach, share whatever vision you've got with whoever you want to share it with. You've got past all of the awkwardness. You don't have to sign up for yet another certification class or another course of study. Your time learning from all the mentors and all the teachers and like me and other people, that's pretty much complete. Now become an inspiration for other people to follow. Go. See what you can't do. You know, I see Archangel Michael's sword of light just coming right down, blessing you with all of that energy, all of that sparkle, all that glitter, all of that good stuff. When you light up and you claim your power, as messy as it is, I heard this week, I think from one of my mentors, I think it was a class I took with Radley. We all came down here to earth to be messy, to have an experience, to have a glorious fun. And we get taught that we've got to get it right, that we've got to be perfect, it has to be. And many people say, well, I'm not ready to do that just yet because this has to be finished. And yeah, that's not right. Now listen, if it's all in different bits and pieces, and it does need to be put together, and you really do feel, and the guides are guiding you saying, listen, if you put that out, you're going to get ridiculed. If that really is going on, then stepping into your spotlight could be get yourself organized, get yourself together, pull it together. That's perhaps on your way. I'm not saying that you go into everything in your life with the idea that you know it's going to be messy, but sometimes it takes that to wipe away the fear. I know I'm going to be getting it a little bit off the center. I mean, I've shared with so many people this week. All of this, cameras, lights, the desk, all of it. I say thank you, COVID, because if you hadn't come along, if this crazy virus hadn't come doing its thing, I wouldn't have done this. Probably not. Would have gone on to something else. Would still be, not that I had a problem with it, so let's go there. I would still be walking around on concrete floors in 108-degree heat teaching yoga classes. Probably. I don't know. So these things, these fears, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to turn a computer. I don't know what software I need. I don't know what this is all about. And yes, playing back some of these videos and playing back some of these messages, particularly the early ones, I want to, cringe. But then I'm reminded that I needed those messy ones. I needed those awkward ones. I needed those oh, gracious me, what was that about? I needed all those to kind of grow from. So even if stepping into your spotlight, claiming your book, writing your speech, I don't know, even writing your wedding vows, your proposal, doing something that lights your pants on fire, even if that's what you're up for today, the learning how to do it, the certifications, all of those things, you've got that down, you've done it. Now it's time to say, I got goosebumps. I'm just going to go do it. I'm just going to go do it. And then, there's this fear that people are going to look at you and think, what way, this way, that way, the other way. That's a big fear. Sometimes there is a journey that we care more about what other people feel and think about us than we do about ourselves. Oops-a-daisy. That's a bit of a slippery slope. And that's messy, but not in such a good way. The way I think I watch folks who are brilliant, who do it, is where they're okay with the mess. Now, there are some that create a mess because they feel like by creating a mess they get that attention, that notoriety. Well, I don't know what to say about that. But when you're able to say, listen, I'm doing it, one foot in front of the other, both feet on the ground, heart open, I got my personal power going on, even if it happens to be red pants and a, I don't know, what can I say? I don't know, red pants and a brown bag. I don't know. Even if the shoes don't match, you can say the shoes don't match, but they're on my feet. This might not be the most appropriate hat to wear to a wedding. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying that at some point you have to be okay with the mess when you step into a spotlight. Like I did this morning. I have to be okay with delivering this recording, with coming to you today with all this mess, saying, wait a minute, the recording's not on. I'm going to start all over again. This is what kind of lights me up. It's a bit like you get relief from not trying to be so perfect. Because guess what? Really, you're already perfect. You're born perfect. No matter what that looks like to anybody else. When they're comparing what they believe perfection is with you, you need to mind your own business. I got this. I learned a while ago that, we're perfect, right? Not that you're more perfect than somebody else, but you're perfect. And there's so much room for improvement. I can choose to be 1% better. Long as I choose to be better, I'm good to go. But if I keep on bringing out my imperfections, if I keep on saying I'm not perfect, it's not perfect, we're not perfect, I don't know if I'll ever get off the starting gate. I don't know if I'll ever get out and do anything. And it is sad that we've got this amazing, incredible life, which is pretty short for some of us, that we don't get to share it. And yes, I am working on a book. And yes, I am going to finish it. And yes, I do need the discipline to do a chapter and get back to it. And yes, I am aware that my messiness is the distractions that I get into. But this is all glorious because it helps and you help. Listen, I'm going to get off my soapbox. You need to get on your soapbox. Light the light. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share this with people. People need to hear this and know this. Also, before I go, thank you to the folks who did the special fundraiser I'm doing to help somebody who's been challenged, and the cost of the repairs and the things that we needed was a bit higher than what I could do, but I did it anyway. And I've been so lit up with gratitude that most of you have said, yes, I'll sign up for a fundraising reading. So you're all on my, what can I say, Hall of Fame right now. Anyway, for those of you who want to sign up, need to know more about it, basically it's a reading for $50, but it's prepaid. And then we put your name on a list and we call you up and I'll give you a reading and make the appointment. But I'll put the details in the description below and a little flyer on the end of this video. I love you. I thank you. Be blessed, be well, be abundant, and just shine bright like a diamond. Bye.